My name is Walter Fissore. Welcome to everybody. I am in the winery, Elvio Cogno winery in Novello, one of the 11 villages in the Barolo area. We bought this farm in the end of 1990 from an old family of Novello, and my father-in-law moved to La Morra after a long work that he has done founding Marcarini Winery in La Morra in 1961. We are quite lucky to buy a farm like this because now it's really impossible to buy again this farm because it's so expensive now, the land in the Barolo area. We bought in the 1990 when still was possible to buy something. And my father-in-law has a big vision about this place because he born in Novello and know very well the potential of this place and of this crew. Because after our work we showed the really great potential of Ravera crew that became one of the most crew of the region, thanks to Elvio Cogno and thanks to me, of course, but followed his footsteps. Is have a quite good elevation, around 380 meters above the sea level. For this reason, our microclimate is very unique to get wines with beautiful freshness, a touch of minerality, good acidity, and wines with great character. And we are happy to have this microclimate, and that influence from the wind that come from the sea, because 200 kilometers from here we have the Liguria, the sea, and the warm air is come here and meet the north cold air from the mountains, and here is during the winter you have a lot of snow. We have 1 meter of snow. That is very important for the water that you need in hot summer, because here in summer you have high temperature, around 40 degrees, and need water, but we don't make irrigation because it's not allowed. You can see the stainless steel tanks, where at the moment we have all wines in fermentation, or mostly of wines. In this moment we have the Barolo, because they are just finish the harvest, and we crush the grape and pumping over the juice. You see every tank has a pump, and is controlled from this check panel, automatic pumping over, and we control the temperature too. That is very important to make a long pumping over, maybe 10 times in a day, for have a great extraction of substance and colors and tannins. This is the first phase of fermentation. The second phase, when we submerge the cap. Some wines at the moment we already submerged the cap. We put the net on the top, fill up the tank, and the cap remains submerged for other 30-40 days. Long fermentation. This is very traditional fermentation. If you can touch the tanks, you can see the temperature is quite warm. Now, here you see the Barolo.
Oh.
That is submerged the cap at the moment, is already.
Yeah.
You see?
Wow.
This is in fermentation, but the cap is completely under the wine. That is the traditional fermentation. This is Barolo are fermented until other 30 days. Long maceration. The tank is completely full, don't have any oxidation, because the cap is not stay at the air, but are inside the wine, into the wine. And for this, we have a lot of extractions because we still have alcohol. The fermentation is finished, but the maceration, no. So we are in the aging cellar. We are where the Barolo age for 2, 3, 4 years in wood. Depends of the vintage, depends of the vineyards. We used, I can see different size. We have 15 hectoliters, 30 hectoliters. All are Slavonian oak, not French oak, for a wine a bit more neutral wine, a wine with more flavors that come from the vineyards and not from the makeup of the wood. I don't like oaky wine. I like to preserve the fruit and the flavors of the grape. Here we store the naked bottles. When we receive the orders, we load on the lift and bring on the last floor, and then we put the label and make the packaging. The packaging line is completely automatic. Here is the machine that for the label. That is the robot that take the bottle and put in the cases. This machine make the cases and this close the cases. The wine arrive here ready to ship. Okay? Wow. It's a good work. It's a good last investment that we have done to have more flexibility. Here we are in our store cellar where we prepare the orders and we store the wines that is already packaged for the next shipment. Here we have 4 different kind of Barolo that come from the single plots and come from the single clone of the Nebbiolo. So you have Barolo Cascina Nuova, the first one, 2015, great vintage. This is our Barolo for the new wine lovers, the new consumer that want to drink the Barolo not so old, a little bit earlier, because it's a wine so immediate, a wine full of fruit. But Barolo is a wine for the postmodern wine. I'm sorry. It's Barolo Ravera, our flagship Barolo, 2015 again. This is come from the oldest vineyards, the wines that you taste from the top of the tank before. This is a Barolo that helped to Elvio Cogno to show the potential of this crew in the years. Make the brand. The brand is from Barolo is this. This is Lampia Miquet clone, 60% Lampia and 40% Miquet. Aged 24 months in wood, 2 years. Here is more powerful, but always elegant from the as Elvio Cogno style. Then we have Barolo Bricco Pernice, 2014, because this age 1 year more than the others, 5 years, 3 years in wood. I produce only 4,000 bottles of this wine. So this is come from the core of the Ravera that I show you behind where you have parking the car before. This is South Exposure, this is Lampia Clone 100%. This is more powerful Barolo of all. It's a little more classic style. And the last one is Barolo Vigna Elena Riserva. It's a wine dedicated to my daughter Elena. Is a Riserva. She's draw the label when I was 3 years old. She's this wine is come from the unique clone that nobody find in the Barolo area is Rosé clone. This age 6 years, 3 years in wood. Is a Riserva. This is a little bit more Burgundy style. It's more delicate. It's more feminine wine. Okay, more elegance.
Because for your girl.
No, because it's the style of the wine.
The style of the wine.
Yeah. I am so happy that we have as a guest Nelson from Wine Lux, and I am so happy that I can show my production, Elvio Cogno wines. I hope you enjoyed the tasting. That is a great time spent together. I hope to meet you again in Hong Kong and take a dinner together and taste again Elvio Cogno wines. Thank you so much and waiting for you next time. Bye bye.